What up, my peoples? It's your boy Hack to the Tech to get that check. You know what I mean? And right now I'm gonna do a video about it's kind of old. It's not that new. You know what I mean? But to me, it's kind of new. You know what I'm saying? I just like recently found out about it and shit. You know what I mean? But yeah. So it's about this girl from IG. You know what I mean? This girl from Instagram, this Brazilian girl, you know, it says drug dealers kill beautiful IG model on IG Live in front of her fans. A gorgeous Instagram model. Check it out. This is her right here. For y'all that don't know, a gorgeous Instagram model is now dead after she got tied up with a dangerous group of drug dealers. MTO News has learned, and the brutal murder of the young woman is going viral on social media. The Brazilian IG model, who has more than 10,000 followers, allegedly was hired by drug mules to the to what? Well, anyway, okay, so a gorgeous Instagram model is now dead after she got tied up with a dangerous group of drug dealers, and the brutal murder of the young woman is going viral on social media. The Brazilian IG model, who had more than 10,000 followers, allegedly was hired by drug mules to transport drugs. According to local reports obtained by MTO News, she was supposed to deliver the drugs from point A to point B using the driver that the dealers provided her. Well, local reports say that the IG model, where is this shit? I lost it. The IG model, just bear with me, all right? I could read real good. It's just that I lose my focus sometimes. Reports say that the IG model decided that their driver was taking too long, so she took a taxi and was robbed by the taxi driver. The drug dealers were so upset with her that they decided to kill her on her own IG page. The dealers forced her to go live and then killed the beautiful model in front of her thousands of fans. Here's the video that went live across Instagram. Now here's the video. I haven't really seen it. Check it out.
Sendo que eu não conhecia o Titi não, já fui conhecer ele lá já ouvia só falar dele, que ele era aquilo, mas eu fui ver ele.
I don't have a clue what she's saying.
E na próxima vez que eu fui, ele já não tava lá, que já falaram que era pra me deixar a droga.
She looked quite young.
Eu não quis ir. Eu peguei, deixei falei assim, olha, o que eu posso fazer é pegar a droga, não vive deixar pro mototáxi e levar.
Só isso.
Foi, que eu fiz, deixei pro
Really
mototáxi
sad.
e levar, porque eu tenho um monte de medo pequeno. Por favor, deixa eu falar, eu vou falar com a drogada, né? Eu vou falar. O Didi tá lá, eu vou falar.
Senta aí, cara.
Por favor, eu tô com muito medo.
Senta no chão.
Por favor, eu tô com muito medo. O Didi tá lá no ramal, da Paraíba. Se vocês quiserem, eu levo vocês lá.
Não, tira, cara. Não, tira a mão.
They popped her. They popped her in the skull. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. I don't know if she was talking the real. I don't know if the taxi driver really robbed her. Maybe she was just trying to keep the drugs. Maybe she was trying to keep the money. Whatever it was, the money. Maybe she was trying to keep the money. And she acted like she got robbed. She didn't think drug dealers were gonna act like this. Let me tell you something, right? I grew up around drug dealers all my life, right? And that's one thing that you cannot mess around with is their money. They're gonna set an example out of you, especially, I mean, in these foreign countries, you know what I'm saying? Especially in these foreign countries, it is not a joke, it is not a game. You know what I mean? Like, seriously. I tried selling drugs a few times. It did not work out for me. You know what I'm saying? I robbed a few drug dealers myself, me and my boys way back in the day. You know what I mean? So it goes either way. See now, if these dudes wouldn't have done that to this girl, their bosses probably would have decapitated them or killed them or something. You understand where I'm coming from? I got a cousin that's doing almost life right now. Life. For drugs, because of drugs. You know what I mean? And when he was out here selling and hustling, he was nothing to be played with, alright? I'll tell you that much, you know what I mean? They take this drug thing very serious. As a matter of fact, not too long ago, I went to Puerto Rico. I went to PR, and 2 weeks before I went, they had 2 weeks before I had went. I went last month, May. Two week, like a couple weeks prior, a couple weeks before I went to PR, a kid was killed, a black kid, an African American kid, I believe, was killed in Puerto Rico. He went to go buy drugs in a hood called La Perla in Puerto Rico, and he was with a friend, and they bought the drugs, and he decided that he wanted to take pictures. Meanwhile, transactions is going on. Meanwhile, he got drugs on him. He's trying to take pictures. The dudes warned him already. Look, don't take pictures. Look, I'm not. And then, unfortunately, he got his life taken. Drug dealers take this very serious because this is their bread and butter. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to get locked up. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to get locked up. They got families to feed too. I'm not saying it's right. It's not right. And it's not right to kill either. You know what I mean? It's not right at all. But not everybody has the same mentality. You know what I'm saying? Some people living really rugged, and then that's the only way they make $1. That's how they're gonna eat and feed their families, you know what I'm saying? And you're trying to take that away from them, then they're gonna do what it takes to take you out, basically, you know what I'm saying? Don't ruin their way to make that bread and butter, you know what I'm saying? Don't get in the way, because it could cost you everything, you know what I'm saying? Trust me, I know. I grew up around drug dealers. I know how they get down. A lot of my best friends were drug dealers. Like I said, my cousin, he's locked up right now, almost doing life because of drugs. And when he was out here, yeah, you know, I mean, there's always a price to pay at the end, no matter what. It's either death or jail, you know what I mean? That's why I never got caught up in it, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, everybody's not the same, and Believe it or not, there's a lot of mother humpers out there that don't get caught, that are still hustling to this day that I know. You know what I'm saying? And they don't get caught for this shit. They keep hustling, they keep hustling, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Hopefully one day they'll stop and they'll find some legal way to get paper, and you know, it is what it is, man. But I ain't knocking nobody's hustle, just, you know, chill out on the killing, you know what I mean? The killing, we gotta calm down with the killing, like, you know what I mean? They didn't have to kill the kid, they could have just beat him up, you know what I mean? That's just my point of view, you know what I mean? And to this young woman, they didn't have to kill her, you know what I mean? They could have just shot her in the leg or something, you know what I mean? I don't know why they killed her for. That is raw, you know what I'm saying? But just to go to show, you know, when you're trying to do something positive, she was trying to be an IG model. Stick with that. Stick with the positive route. You don't go to the negative route. You know, you can't serve two masters. You know what I mean? It's just not gonna work out. You know what I mean? It's not gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? It's like all these rappers, they try to be gangsters and look what happened. They end up dead. You know what I mean? Right? Because you can't be a gangster and a rapper at the same time. It's just not gonna work out. You know what I mean? This girl tried to be a IG model, and she was effing with drug dealers at the same time. You know what I mean? To make paper, to make more paper, maybe to fund her career. You know what I mean? But there's other ways. You know, there's other ways to do it. I mean, she could have sold her. I mean, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying prostitution is right. It's not. I'm against it totally. But, you know, I mean, she could die being an escort too. I'm not gonna lie. You could die being a prostitute, but I mean, there's more of a chance you dying messing with drug dealers than being an escort. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just got knocked in the head, bad, one shot, it's over. One shot, one kill. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to that young lady. I don't know who she is, but that was brutal to me. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. So this is just this is just a reaction and an example to a lot of you people out there. You know what I mean? Don't mess with the wrong people, man. You know what I'm saying? And try and find positive things to do, to say, you know what I mean? And that's it. You know what I mean? Word up. Yeah. It's your boy Hack to the Tech to the get that check. You know what I'm saying? Word. Peace.